James, it seems like Manchester United are backing Ten Hag. They've spent millions upon millions in this window.
You're completely right, Mark, and we were unsure following the FA Cup final, despite the fact Man United won it, whether or not Ten Hag would get the job long term. Well, they backed him, and they're spending more than £200 million now in this transfer window, just behind Chelsea. So £205.9 million. That includes Manuel Ugarte, because this will be the fifth major summer signing. Matthias de Ligt's come in, Lenny Yoro, two centre-backs. Joshua Zirkzee, we've seen him score his first goal for Manchester United already. And Nusa Mazraoui has now started United's last two games at right back. So it's been a big reshaping of Erik ten Hag's side. A different structure and a different approach in this transfer window as well. They've been patient at times, but they've not been involved in these long, drawn-out sagas which we've seen in recent years. And with that £205 million, they've spread that across the squad as well. There's not any spending of more than £50 million for one single player. You're not getting the £86 million we saw for Anthony or £70 million for Casemiro. So they really had different options in each area of the pitch. And now Erik ten Hag has got a squad which needs to compete for Manchester United.
But Michael, Manchester United traditionally spend a lot of money. The Glazers put a lot of money in. But historically, they've struggled to offload players for money. Are they doing better business now?
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. As you can see here, look, this is including Scott McTominay's potential move to Napoli. Now, we understand now that deal is getting finalised, and Scott McTominay looks to be a Napoli player very soon under Antonio Conte. We're including that figure here. So the figure is around €30 million. So he's going to fly in, sort out a medical. But look, you look at the players they've sold as well. Mason Greenwood, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. They've sold a few squad players as well. And we're talking about the structure about Manchester United now. OK, the manager stayed, Erik ten Hag, but Omar Barada came in from Manchester City, Jason Wilcox, Dan Ashworth. Just as important bringing players in is so important getting the players you don't want out. And Manchester United seems to be doing well at this summer.
The January transfer window has always been a delicate balancing act, a time for urgent fixes, opportunistic deals, and calculated risks. But in 2026, it evolved into something more revealing, a clear display of financial power, strategic planning, and the shifting dynamics of modern football. While the winter market is often quieter than its summer counterpart, this year told a different story. With close to £400 million spent by Premier League clubs alone, the window underlined one undeniable truth: the business of football is as competitive off the pitch as it is on it. At the centre of the spending table stood Manchester City, once again flexing their financial muscle. Their investment, reportedly around £84 million, reflected not desperation but precision. By targeting players like Antoine Semenyo and Marc Guéhi, City reinforced key areas with players entering their a sign of long-term planning rather than short-term panic. Close behind came one of the window's biggest surprises, Crystal Palace. Traditionally not associated with heavy spending, Palace shocked observers by investing over £80 million. Moves for attacking talents such as Jurgen Strand Larsen and Brennan Johnson signalled ambition, a club no longer content with survival, but aiming to compete at a higher level. Tottenham Hotspur also made calculated moves, headlined by the arrival of Conor Gallagher. Their spending, just under £50 million, reflected a balanced approach, strengthening the squad while maintaining financial discipline. Clubs like West Ham United, AFC Bournemouth, and Aston Villa followed closely, each addressing specific needs rather than engaging in wholesale changes. While England dominated spending, the supply side of the market told a different story. Clubs from France emerged as the biggest financial winners. Ligue 1 sides collectively generated over £160 million, reinforcing their reputation as one of Europe's most productive talent pipelines. Similarly, teams in Italy and Brazil continued to thrive as exporters of talent. Their ability to develop and sell players at the right moment has become a sustainable model, one that balances competitiveness with financial stability. Even within England, clubs participated actively in selling, though the league remains a net spender overall. Meanwhile, Spain and Germany maintained a more measured approach, combining selective sales with squad continuing. What made the January 2026 window particularly interesting was not just the money spent, but how it was spent. Unlike previous years filled with panic buys, this window leaned toward targeted recruitment, data-driven decisions, mid-season tactical adjustments. Clubs appeared more prepared, more analytical, and more disciplined. The days of reckless winter spending seemed to be fading, replaced by smarter, more efficient squad building. Perhaps most notably, some of the league's biggest names including Manchester United, Chelsea, and Arsenal adopted a quieter approach, signaling confidence in their existing squads or a shift toward long-term planning. The January 2026 transfer window wasn't just about deals, it was about direction. For clubs like Manchester City, it reaffirmed their status as football's ultimate operators. For Crystal Palace, it marked the beginning of a new, more ambitious era. And for the global market, it highlighted the growing importance of strategic selling.